got the reps and all that. We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll. We're contented. Good.
Bit of a numerical order, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
The one list was in that they gave us had it on both sides.
I know.
I like, didn't even see it until after the game yesterday. I'm like, oh, crap.
Okay, next are here, so I just got it. Okay, we'll quit talking now. I just heard. Same thing as yesterday. Just have extra remote for it. Yep.
I had to deal with something on
they get a penalty or a goal, my phone goes off. It'll be from Bruce, and he'll just text us the numbers or who scored. And you can check that out if you want. Anybody else phones me? Talk dirty.
shut the mic off.
Yeah.
No swearing. No swearing.
I did good yesterday.
I know that. I've heard that before.
Yep, I did good yesterday. I'm really proud of myself.
So,
Okay, you guys want to say something to the mics? Or?
yeah, go ahead, John.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's that?
Let's go 40-second delay.
Okay.
I have to put it on big screen, so I gotta run.
So, this 5-minute finish will go on.
almost left the alarm on my phone.
Oh, really?
That would have been loud.
Well, I'm trying to find out right now what the starting
Goalie over U.S.
Yeah, I sent Bruce a text on that. That's what we do all the time. He's the penalty box.
Number 30 for U.S. and 31 for Canada. So Tracy's going to be in goal for Canada.
31 for U.S.
31. 30 for Canada. Hope.
30 for the U.S. Okay, 30.
Hope Bevelheimer. Bevelheimer, yeah.
Tracy Arnold.
Tracy Arnold. Number
Already?
31, yeah.
Already? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Richmond's Olympic Oval in lovely Richmond, British Columbia. I'm Steve Erickson, joined by Dwayne Evans. Our pleasure to bring the call for today's game, the afternoon contest, or if you're in the east coast of Canada or the United States, it's at supper time. So sit down, put your supper on hold, and enjoy the game for a couple of hours, and we will hopefully keep you entertained as Canada takes on the United States. And you are watching Women's National Para Ice Hockey game from the Richmond Oval, the site for the 2010 Richmond Olympic Oval that was made for the 2010 Olympics and Paralympics in Vancouver as well as Whistler, British Columbia. Today, Dwayne, this could be an interesting game. We've got a goaltending change we should make mention first.
Yes, in goal for the U.S. today will be Hope Bevelheimer, number 30, and for the Team Canada will be number 31, Tracy Arnold, as everybody lines up for the national anthems.
So we'll line up on the respective blue lines for the anthems, and once the anthem's done, we'll let you know who the officials are, and then we will get the game underway from Richmond's Olympic Oval in lovely Richmond, BC. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Richmond's Olympic Oval in lovely Richmond, British Columbia. Steve Erickson, Dwayne Evans. I think they wanted to play it twice for us, just to make us entertained. And I know the fans loved it. That was good, too. Anyway, Dwayne, we're talking about the game yesterday as to what was going on. Canada won the game yesterday, 3-2 margin. What will happen today for it to see the U.S. come out victorious?
I believe that they have to get their play down low a little bit more. We have to get some more shots in from about 20 feet, more direct into the goalies. We have goalie changes today, so this will be interesting to see how everybody goes. Shots from the outside if they get in and get some deflections, but I think they need to get some more pepper shots into them from the inside areas.
Well, it's interesting. If you go from the inside areas, as you were making mention, and the coach is still giving the teams a little bit of a pep talk as to what's going on. But we were talking to the teams yesterday after the game. The one thing both teams, and I can reiterate this from both teams, they were very impressed with the number of people that have come out to the Oval to watch this game or the 3-game series and how it's unfolded. Because there's a lot of people, and you and I have spoken before off camera, but a lot of people have never seen a game like this before.
Yeah, and especially for a Friday morning to have as many people out as we did. I believe we had some school
lot of school
days
kids
yesterday.
Out here, yeah.
So had a lot of children out yesterday. It was really nice to see. The ladies loved it to have all these little ones there watching their game. We're going to listen to the starting lineups right now.
Yeah, they're making the announcement for the starting goaltender. Tracy Arnold starting in goal for Canada, as you made mention, and who would you say? Hope
Bevelheimer.
Bevelheimer is starting in goal for the U.S., so we'll see who they're going to send out. But the officials that we've got for the games today, Nicole Kelly, and Nicole actually refereed the game yesterday, so she's back again today. She told me she'd love to come back tomorrow, but she got prior commitments. And she was telling me that she also played women's hockey, played for the men's hockey team, or the young boys hockey team in Burnaby Winter Club, and her little 2-year-old son wanted to come out here, but she said it was nap time, so she wasn't going to let him come out today. He's sleeping at home right now, but she said he thoroughly enjoys hockey, and she's just thrilled to be out here. And the other referee we've got is Yul Hahn. And Yul Hahn, I know you can't see it on the monitor or the screen from where you are at home, but he's actually got the crest on his sweater is from the Paralympics as well.
Very cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool itself, directly right there. So anyway, we are ready and going to center ice right now. Christina Picton will get set for Canada to take the draw. Her counterpart in the draw that time was DeClaudio, and DeClaudio got the draw. DeClaudio goes after this one. She waits for it. Now it goes back down the right side. Good solid check against the boards by Flaherty against her counterpart. And the counterpart she happened to check out on that time was Sharma. But quick start to the game right now. Both teams want to come out and pull out this victory.
I believe the U.S. will have to make a charge in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes here to push them and push the Canadians back into their own zone a little bit more than they did at the beginning of yesterday's game.
Well, early, they're already inside the zone right now, so that's a little bit of a start. So they're quick inside the zone. They chase it back around again. Going after this is Flaherty, and she gets control. Dumps it all the way out to the center ice area. And now it'll go inside the blue line for Canada. The first one picking this one I've got is Gore. And Gore turns right in mid-ice. She gets up the center. Crossing center. Goes down. Gore still in control of the puck. Gets across. She goes in across the blue line after the puck, and Adam stays with her. Adam, good job. Taking her off of the puck, but they give the flip and the cross pass back over to the right side this time, and Spong picks this one back up. Bit of a collision over on the far side. Is that a good body check?
Very good.
Why am I not surprised you were going to say that was a good hit? You like heavy hitting, I know that.
Gotta have contact.
And they get control. Picton just hammers her counterpart against the boards. Boy, oh boy, they're getting to a quick start right now, and Heberhart goes inside. She waits. She gets control of the puck. Just throws it over in the far side corner. Flaherty was going to go after this. Instead of that, Flaherty just leaves this one. Back around for Mitchell. Mitchell picks the puck up for the U.S. Mitchell trying to give it back around to Hill. They dump it back inside, going after this one. Nice play. Flaherty got the shot. Huge save right there. Nice stop by Arnold. What an impressive save on that one. That was good, Dwayne.
Yes, Arnold had to reach back for that as she was crossing a goal the opposite direction.
You talk about agile and agility and mobility. Boy, everything works in hand. 1-1 right now. Now Canada gets it. Picton gets bumped off of the puck. A little more faster, aggressive play today so far the way it started.
That seems to be. This is a good start.
This is really a solid start for both teams. Back to the goal. Arnold stops it. Arnold leaves this one for Picton, and Picton stands it. Waits, holding on it. Picton Good job stick handling. Throws it all the way over on the far right side boards. Giving it back out to Lalonde. Lalonde gets up the center and throws it back in. She actually got over center and threw it back in. You'll notice when you're watching this, the two teams have switched benches today. If you're watching it from the camera high above our location, Canada is on the left-hand bench. The U.S. is on the right side. And the U.S. will be the home team today. They've switched. Buchanan picks this one back up. Takes it behind her own net. The first one coming inside is Gussie. Gussie goes after it. Gets control. Hits the boards, continues to press after it. Now they're trying to throw it all the way back out. Unable to. But they still grab it and dump it out to the neutral ice area. A long forward pass out to mid-ice to Lalonde. Camille Lalonde goes in. She throws this one back in to Sinna. She goes against the boards over on the right side boards that time. And Atkins had control and just throws this one back behind her own net. And the first one in there was Kirkpatrick for the U.S. Kirkpatrick stays in front. Waits. Canada presses going inside. Trying to get it. Fighting for it, and the U.S. dumping against the boards over on the hash marks on the right side this time, and they get it to the blue line area. Solid collision. Good check by Buchanan to take her player off of the puck. And the first one she hit was Bittencourt, and I think that caught Bittencourt surprised.
A little bit, and it also Buchanan's rush to get it in to save the puck from going across the blue line.
Yeah, instead of going out in the neutral zone. Good play, good aggressive play on that play right there. So they go back inside again to Sinna. She's in the corner. Sinna picks it up with the right stick this time. You'll notice the players, for those that are unfamiliar with the sport and never seen one before, the players have two sticks. There's a lot of NHL players that love to have two sticks too, Dwayne.
Yes, a lot would be a little bit better if they had
a little
two.
bit better. Yes, they would. They'd want more contract money. We know that.
Yeah.
U.S. tough. They're defending inside the zone. Now it goes back to the blue line on the far side. Robitaille for Canada. Gets control. Solid check. Takes her player off of the board, and she finally hit Grusset against the wall. Centering pass back out to Ma, and Ma turns, looks. Ma is going to go back after it, but it goes right on goal. Good smart move and a quick alert stop by Arnold to hold on that. That was a good smart play to hold on to it.
Yeah, you don't want an own goal to start the game. That'd be the most embarrassing part of this tournament.
Well, they always say if you're going to score on the other end.
That's correct.
That helps.
Yeah, you don't want to, it'll look good on the scoreboard for somebody else, not for yourself.
Yeah, you never want to score in your own net. You never want to get an assist on for the other team either. No. So either way, both things work at all. So that works fine. So from the draw, Waits. Canada pushed it forward. A long, high shot. Nice dump in by Hill. And Hill threw that one right over top the net. But on the far side, it's picked up by Sharma. Sharma couldn't clear this one back out. It goes back behind her own net. Ashley Gore had control for a second. They push against the boards over on the far side. DeClaudio comes inside. Waits. DeClaudio still pushes for it, waiting for it. Sharma and DeClaudio, they mix it up inside the corner. Now they kick this one back out. Gore had it. She threw it against the wall, and Gore goes all the way out to mid-ice to chase after this one, but Hill pinches in from the blue line to get control. Hill goes after it. Picton partially blocked the shot, but it goes against the wall with Gore going after this one. This is grabbed again. Adam, she couldn't get it. Now it goes against the wall. There was a hit. We've got a penalty coming up. I believe it's a delayed penalty coming up. Referee Johan is indicated a minor penalty coming up. I'm assuming it's a minor. Now they go inside the zone after this one, waiting for it. Spong comes in. Spong goes in the corner. Picton goes inside the corner as well. Picton goes after it, picks it back up, and the U.S. grab the puck. And the referee gives a minor penalty for interference, I'm noticing right there, after he skated around trying to figure out who was getting the penalty. I think he lost him.
Yeah, it looks like Hill's going to be going in. Looks like she got herself in there for a interference.
So before the puck is dropped, if pronunciation names are wrong, and we were told the pronunciations from the coaching staff before the game and what they were, so our sincere apologies, and we'll get them correct. We did our best yesterday, and we'll do better today, guaranteed. From the draw, goes right on goal. Good stop on that play right there.
Bevelheimer, she's just reached out to stop the play right there.
Well, she wants to settle it down. I mean, they've played almost 5 minutes in the opening period, so they just want to settle it down and maintain control. So from the draw, Picton moves in from the D position. She just dumped this one back in and continues to press inside the corner after Picton goes after it. Kirkpatrick is there as well. So we had a interesting play as they set it back inside. Ma goes after it as Ma went after that one. Now it's dumped all the way down the ice inside the Canada zone, and the first one in there is Tusina. Tusina turns. She throws it back forward. Tusina gets it back. Slid it underneath the sled. That was a good play because she went from the right stick to the left stick to throw it straight forward, which was a good agile move for her. But it goes back behind their own net, and picking it up is Gore. Gore picks it up. Good collision inside the corner. Picked and turned, circles at the blue line, calling out. She's barking out signals, telling everybody where to go. You can tell Picton's the captain. She's leading the team, and she is really vocal with the players on the ice. Right on goal, holding on to it. Are we going to get a stoppage of play? Yes, we will get a stoppage of play. A good, smart move as Arnold holds on the puck. Quick stoppage, still on the power play for Canada with 54 seconds remaining in it.
Yeah, the U.S. have been very good on this shorthand. They've been pushing the Canadians back. They haven't been able to get out of their zone for about 15 seconds here, and got a face-off back again. Raphael Tuzano doing her best to try and keep the puck out of the zone, but had no avail at this time.
So they'll get themselves all lined up. The referee calls the two of them in. They get control and pull it all the way back out to the blue line to Mitchell. Mitchell had it, but the puck's dumped all the way back out with Lalonde chasing this one back down. Lalonde bumped off of the puck back at center, waiting for it. Eberhard stayed with her. Now they go in across the line. They're careful to stay onside. The first one inside there was Faherty. Faherty had it, blocked it, and then the puck went off her stick inside the corner. Over in the far right side again, DeClaudio has this one. Shot. This one's off the top part of the glass, and it'll go down into the Canadian end zone with the first one going after this one, Buchanan. Buchanan will turn in the corner. Faherty comes inside, collides with Buchanan behind the net. Play carries on. 10 seconds left in the minor penalty. So they're still pushing against the boards. So Canada, as the penalty expires, Canada will be 0 for 1 on the special team unit right now. And it's still against the boards over on the far side. They're working at it. So off of the ice was the player that got the penalty, number 31, and coming onto the ice in her case will be Atkins, who made the quick line change after the minor penalty finished. Collision on the far side, staying with it. Lalonde comes inside. She fights for it. Back to Faherty. Faherty comes in. High shot, and she puts one top shelf where Grandma keeps the maple syrup, and they take the lead by a 1-0 score at 7:49 remaining in period number 1.
Yeah, Faherty put a nice lift over top of the glove of Arnold. Beautiful connection play with DiCarlo. Keeping it in from the blue line. Bringing it across. Pass across over to Faherty and into the goal. Very nice shot.
That was a nice shot. Just roofed it, as you made mention. Now, the biggest difference yesterday, and we were watching Gregory play goal, she had 1 goalie pad. Arnold's got 2. So as we go from the draw, it's inside the corner once again. Pushed off of the puck. That was Ma that was pushed off of the puck. Staying with her. Shot right on goal. Huge save once again. Young goaltender for the U.S. getting tested.
Yes, Bevelheimer's making her stops. They're small right now, but every one counts. Ma on the ice, making an attempt to shot from the ice.
Yeah, and it's interesting. The U.S. taking the early lead, but they're also leading in the shots 4-2 right now.
As they did yesterday.
Yeah, they led from the start opening period yesterday, and they never let up for the whole game either. Back out to the blue line. Wengie grabs it. Now it goes the other way, and the U.S. will work out of their own zone. Doderline comes inside, waits, looks, takes a shot, missed the outside left post, and retreating in the corner after this to pick this one back up. Waits, never grabbed it. Sharp stayed with her player. Good, smart move. They grabbed it, and they get it all the way back out to center ice area once again. Waits, knocked off of the puck fairly easily right there. Bit of a push off the puck. That was the U.S., and they're being tested. Back the other way, across the blue line. Doderline couldn't get control, so they'll leave this one, and this is going to be picked up by Trusina. Trusina straight forward to Sharp. Icing indicated, waved off the goaltender. Bevelheimer come out of her net to stop that one and play it instead of having it. So the U.S. goal was scored by number 6, Faherty, with the assist on that one going to number 13, Atkins. Time of the goal was 7:49. That's 7:49 remaining in the period. Just so everybody's aware of that one. Now go back the other way. Sharma is out in front. She fanned on the shot, unable to get control of it. Now it's back at center. Delayed offside indicated right now by the referee. 2 referees in the game today, not 3, and you're privy to liking 3, Dwayne. I know you said you like 3 officials.
Yeah, I think it's a better officiated game if you have the 3 officials out there.
It's all about numbers, right?
Yeah,
all about numbers that you can get out to the rink.
That is true.
That's so true. Back again, heavy check. Adams takes her player off of the puck. Not going to get control of it. DeClaudio still fights for it. She gets control. She's bumped off of the puck. They dig inside. Who's trying to get it? Sled goes over. They've got great moves to put themselves back up and get themselves in the prone position so they're not falling down all the time.
Yeah, it's all core again. Like they'll lift the body up as quick as you can. That's what most of these ladies will be able to do.
Well, they're solid and they do a marvelous job at it as well. Another line change by the U.S. Coming back onto the ice will be Hill, and going off the ice in this case will be Atkins. Quick line change again. It's thrown inside the zone, back behind the net. It's over against the wall. DeClaudio goes after it. She picked it back up. DeClaudio was pushed off the puck, but dumped it somehow out to the blue line area. Heavy check thrown against the ball by Faherty. Faherty was bumped. Waits, plays with her player. Not going to give up anything on that play right there, and Spong has control. Spong leaves this one easily for Lalonde. Lalonde's inside the corner. Takes a high shot just over top of the net. What a marvelous shot. Boy, you talking about Canada getting chances. They are indeed getting chances.
Yeah, Sharma just missed the top of the corner with that last shot.
Which is what they want to do. They want to get more shots on goal, and they're doing a great job at it, too. Now they fight for it, and Canada going in the corner over on the far side. Hill stays with her player. Hill unable to clear it out. Pinching in was Sharma from the blue line. Now the U.S. having another wholesale line change, and the puck is dumped all the way over in front of our broadcast location. And the first one after the loose puck in that case. Wow, that was a heavy check. You could feel that one. Yeah,
she tried to attempt to take down Gore, but missed her right on the back end.
Well, it was funny. We've got a lady in the players' bench over here taking photos. She jumped about 4 feet when they hit the boards. They still fight for it. Waits. Gore is at center. Wants to make sure there's nothing going to be given up. So the puck ends up getting loose. Now they go back the other way. Pushed out of the puck. Mitchell stayed with her player. Wasn't going to give anything up. Mitchell goes after this one. Also coming inside. Waits. Eberhard had it for a second. 4 players against the ball. Eberhard's one of them. And we have a stoppage of play. I think we're going to have a stoppage of play and a face-off back in the face-off corner.
Yeah, this is an unusual thing. We usually have this face-off as players are pushed and told to get the puck moving. But in this case, the linesman decided to call the play dead.
Yeah,
here we go.
I stand corrected on that. We won't have a face-off in the corner. We'll have it outside in the neutral zone. So obviously they felt that Canada froze the puck.
Yeah, they figured that Canada wasn't making a move on the play.
So from the drop, goes all the way back around. Robitaille picks this one back up, throws it straight forward. Good job getting it straight forward up to Tusina. And it lost it, and now goes back inside the zone with Robitaille being the first one inside the corner after it. Robitaille pressured with Ladley. Ladley stayed with her, shot center ice, getting it back one more time. Tusina, she fights for it, trying to get control of it, waits. Tusina is calling for it, never got control of it that way, pushed off of the puck easily. Robitaille lost it for a split second. She's playing well, and it just bounced right on goal, and Arnold couldn't control the rebound. So it goes back behind the net. Maw looks, she stops and turns. Whoa, what a great 360 move. Talk about a 360 plus movement. I was impressed with that. She could turn on a dime.
Yeah, most of these young girls can turn pretty quickly now.
See, I would still be stuck inside the corner.
As would I.
That's because they're younger and a little more mobile than you and I are, Dwayne.
Much more agile, yes.
Yes, age has its benefits, right? Shot in the right side corner this time, and the first one in there is Kirkpatrick for the U.S. Kirkpatrick tried to clear it out. Buchanan intercepted this one, but the turnover forces the U.S. to go back the other way, and Ladley comes back down. Ladley picks it up, throws it back to the inside. She's pushed off of the puck, and back again. Russ was the one that had it, but it goes on goal. A quick stoppage of play. And we've got 3 players all come together. The referee goes inside, bends down, gives them a little bit of a talking to. Says, don't do that.
Yeah, we got
no truth to the rumor that the more the referees get paid, the more they get called.
Spong and Maw were making sure that
yeah,
Atkins wasn't going to be in there hitting the goalie again. They want to make sure.
Wasn't going to give anything up on that play at all, was he?
Not at all. A good save by Arnold.
So just over 2 minutes remaining in period number 1 from Richmond's Olympic Oval. Canada gets the draw, picked and scrawls forward for it. She actually leans forward and extends her body to try and get control of it. But it goes over on the far side. The first one there was Sharma. Sharma had it, got it to the neutral ice area. So you're telling me that's an army crawl?
Yeah, so when a player's on the ice, they're can't get to the puck from the skating position, they'll crawl across the ice using the picks of their sticks, just as in Army style, and that's why we call it
What
Army
a move
crawl.
by Picton. Boy, oh boy, she's inside out.
Yeah,
she's like
quick.
a top. She spins on a dime.
She's very quick.
Very much. Over to Sharma, far side. Picton goes over. Picton's the trailer. She called for it, couldn't get control of it. Eberhardt stays with her. The first one inside the corner is Faherty. Waits, Faherty gets it, throws it all the way out, and it goes back out to the neutral ice area with Picton chasing this one back down. Picton mibbed the back pass. Nobody was in receiving distance on that play. The only one that was closest to it was DeClaudio, and that wasn't the one that was supposed to go to. Now it goes back to the blue line area. The U.S. picking this one back up. Waits, Eberhardt has control. Eberhardt throws it back inside to Hill. Hill got the shot. That was blocked. It goes against the wall, and Eberhardt pinches in from the blue line. Taking a shot all the way back out in front in center. Taking a shot, Waits, big rebound, stop, holding on to it, a jam and a scramble in front, and Arnold had to sprawl, somehow holding on to that one, prevented it from going in, but what a move and what great play.
Yeah, all three U.S. players on that one have different types of attempts on goal. We got Faherty with one, and DiCarlo with one, and another one from in front from Kirkpatrick. It was all jamming, and Arnold's able to save the day again.
Well, this is an interesting move because Canada on the change, they were waiting, and the one defensive player on that play right there was Gore. She was over on the far side waiting for it. Correction, It wasn't Gore, that was Wenji. She was way on the far side. The puck still loose. Everybody's going after it. Sharp tries to pick it up. She did, and she dumped it all the way out to the neutral ice area. Sharp goes after this one. Doderline chases it back down inside her own blue line. And Canada's got 2 up front and 3 back right now. They know there's only about a dozen seconds left in the first period of play. Shot in the neutral ice area. Chasing it. Wenji goes after it. They blocked it. They stopped it. Now they throw it back inside the zone again. And Canada picks this one back up very easily. Buchanan grabs it. She throws it forward. Buchanan gets it a second time. She's pushed out of the pocket. Buchanan fights for it. She dumps it back inside. The buzzer goes just as Rusine was chasing the puck. The buzzer goes in the first period of play. So after 1 period of play, Canada trailing by a 1-0 margin as well as in the shots 8-3. So we're set. Interesting, fast, aggressive first period, Dwayne. Little different style first period from what we saw yesterday for the start of the game.
Yes, as I said at the beginning, U.S. had to come out and really penetrate as much as possible. It looks like they're trying to push to the net much more. They've been aggressive onto the goalie with a couple of flybys of hit Arnold as they're going through. The Canadian players also taking exception to that and pushing back. We'll see some push. I'm sure that Tara and Derek will have something to say to their players there on the Canadian bench. Get them a little bit more aggressive.
They will. They'll get a little more aggressive, as will we. So we're going to take a bit of a timeout and come back with the call for period number 2 right after this. And after 1 period of play, Canada trailing the U.S. by a 1-0 score. So just grab another cup of coffee. Come on back and join us from Richmond's Olympic Oval right after this.
Like I said, they're going to have to, they got to charge more. And as soon as they get across the line, they're sending 3 into the net right away. So they're definitely doing what I said. They have to get to the net. And like I said, creating problems for the defense. Buchanan and the other defense, and they're having a bit more of an issue trying to keep them outside. So yeah, the
13 is
Gore, not Gray.
It's funny. I asked the coach their names, and they told me different.
Pronounce hers Tusino.
Tusina?
Tusino. So Tusino.
Tusina, yeah.
It's definitely a different kind of sound, but it's good. And then well, Raphael's easy enough. Yeah, Faherty. Yeah.
Who was the other one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest ones I think so far.
Faherty and Tusina, yeah. Those are the only.
Peggy's the one that's doing my texting back and forth. She's in Ontario with her
Good.
dad.
What's her last name?
I think where is she? She's in Ontario.
Not here.
Her dad's sick.
Oh, that's pretty good. So we start period 2. We'll give her Richards so she's not here.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, but we'll let
She's an
everybody else.
alternate captain with the team, so she's been with it, I think, probably 13 years.
Okay. That's good.
We got a question for you, though. We're not doing anything in between periods right now, but We have one of our girls that's not on the national team, but she's from BC and she plays with us. She played on the BC provincial team last year with us, and she's doing the timing or something in the box right now. I was gonna see if maybe we could do it. Yeah, she plays.
She can go over after the second. I'm
gonna set up. I don't know if she's gonna be ready today. I told her we'll set up, figure it out, and set up.
Do it tomorrow after the first period.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just tell her after the first period tomorrow.
Be you or me or whatever.
Yeah, just tell her to come over. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll have her come over. I got a couple quick questions. Nothing big, you know. What did you do beforehand? How did you end up being here? What's your experience been like going from here to being on the national tryout team?
And the other thing that people want to know is they want to know how much of a challenge it is going from doing anything you want to.
Well, that's the same. Like, what did you do before and now? And how has it affected your life, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought it would be really nice. And Emily's a sweetheart.
You want to set it up after the first period?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, come up. We can go to
No, I know. I already told her that. I said the second it's over, you'll have to wheel over as quick as you can, right?
put a motor on that thing. Put jets on it.
Well, her dad will probably be here. He can whip her around. So.
Oh, okay, good.
He flies with her wherever she's going. She's I'm not sure exactly what happened, but she had an accident. She's Carol from here down. Doing all right. Speaking of her, that's her dad right there, and Jade and Ross behind us.
I'm going to go find you one new chair. No, he said I couldn't.
How are they doing?
They're doing all right. They're struggling a bit in the first period, but
Yeah.
the U.S. came out pretty strong first period. That is totally expected.
Dwayne wanted to wear a dress and go to the play. Then he put a wig on. Oh, sorry, you don't have a wig today. You need a wig. You don't have to wig at home.
Told Grant, and what they'll do is he'll get over there, pick her up, and flip her around here first period.
Good. Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll get a few questions set up and off we go.
Okay, her name is Emily.
Emily Bedore. I wouldn't do anything today with it, but more mention of it a bit. And
Yeah, we
if I
will.
get a chance, I'll bring up a bit of our hockey here, like a serve hockey and Vancouver hockey. She's involved in both of those. During the period, we'll bring up a couple of things and then have say we're gonna have an interview on the first period, and then coincide to it. Look at this. That's not good.
The rookie driver.
They're gonna have to clean that up now.
Oh, he will. Yeah. Gonna need more studs in the tires. You know what's frustrating? Frustrating part is when you're that one driver and nothing goes right. Yeah. That's why that was on.
Still there.
Yeah. Why not? The rest back of the fans.
so funny. Well, after the work, it's just one other couple of ideas, so. Few thoughts. I'll let you go through some of it. There's a lot of different things.
Good. You just jump in whenever you want. Ready to come back? All right. Hi everybody, welcome back. Richmond Olympic Oval. Well, the ice is done. It was an interesting ice clean, to say the least, to watch. But regardless of that, we are set to start period number 2. The young ladies are coming back onto the ice. After one period to play, the U.S. lead Canada by a 1-0 score. Also ahead in the shot department, 8-3. Steve Erickson, Dwayne Evans. Our pleasure to bring you the call for today's game, as well as tomorrow's for the final game as well. Dwayne, this is an interesting game today that we're watching because it's such a different style game from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, the Americans, as I said, the U.S. team has been making a very big push into the end zones, more shots into the net, stronger and healthier looking than the Canadians this afternoon, sorry. And Canadians will just have to be pushing back a little harder, I believe, in the second period here to get a little bit more speed up.
Were you surprised that both teams had a change in goaltending?
No, not at all. I believe this is one of those things where you get everybody involved in the game. It's a representational type series, so you want to get as many people involved.
That's fair. That's only proper in the way it works out. So from the draw, the U.S. won the draw. Hill had control of it. Hill threw it back all the way over on the right side to Eberhardt, and Eberhardt gets up over center, and Ma stays with her, pushes her off of the puck. Eberhardt tries to go straight forward. She was stuck at the blue line for a split second, but now she goes back inside the zone. Eberhardt continues to press inside. Staying with her and fighting for off of the puck was Lalonde, who threw it all the way back out to center ice area, and Hill had control. Hill threw it in. The delayed offside is nullified. You like the delayed offside rule for this for hockey?
Yes, very much so.
Keeps the game going.
Keeps the game flowing. It's the same thing as when the offside, what they considered a two-line pass, was removed. Also speeds up the game considerably, creates much more open ice. And on this Olympic-size ice, it creates an absolute phenomenal speed change at times.
Well, the first Olympic ice that I played on was back in Kingston, Ontario. It seems like 100 years ago, but boy, what a different size. You get the different width on each side as well as length. It's a real experience, to say the least. So the face-off is in the corner, and from the draw, it went back into the corner. Chasing it back around was Picton. Picton picked it back up. She dumped it all the way over on the right side with Lalonde chasing it against the wall. Turning, going after this one instead was Adam. Now Adam will chase it all the way back out to center, but it goes inside the U.S. blue line, and this one is grabbed by Hill. Hill comes inside. The first one in there was Adam. Adam goes after Hill, pushed her off of the puck, but continuing to chase after the puck was Mitchell. Mitchell gets hammered against the boards by Gore, who stays with her. Gord picks it back up, dumps it out to the blue line. Not far enough and long enough to get the pass. Whoa, that was a heavy collision just about 30 feet inside the blue line by Spong, who just literally took her player off of the puck the other way. Now the U.S. getting up some speed. U.S. getting up the center ice area. Eberhardt has control. She goes back down the right side. Hill goes back to center. Eberhardt gets pushed off of the puck back at the blue line with Adam staying with him. Inside the right corner, Gore has it. Gore takes it back behind her own net, waiting for it. Gore trying to clear it out. Sharma comes inside to offer some assistance. Sharma stays with her. Doesn't want to give her much. Pushes it off. Centering pass with the left stick this time. Shot right on goal. Big scramble right on goal again. And Arnold comes after it. And the puck somehow bounces back loose. But Sharma manages to throw it against the boards over on the right side, which was intercepted by Picton. Picton got it to the blue line. Now Picton breaks back and she cuts back towards center ice area. And as they get across the center ice area, they slide it to Picton over on the far right side. Nice play. Picton gets bumped off the puck by Eberhardt, who stays with him. And Faherty picked it up, managing to clear it all the way just out to the hash marks. Picton turns going inside. Picton steals. Nice play by Picton to steal it from Faherty, and Picton still inside the corner. She manages with it. Hill tried to get it from her. Waits. Picton's challenging after it. She waits. Picton goes to the blue line. Bumped. Picton as well as Hill. The two of them collide to the blue line, and Sharma is right in front of the goal. Unable to clear it. Now it goes back. Stop. Kept onside. Well played again by Pickton. She picks some speed. She goes back inside. Trying the centering pass. She is pushed off of the puck by Mitchell, who stays with her. Centering in front. Going in. Takes a huge shot. Nice play again. Once again, Adam gets a second shot. Pickton takes a shot. Huge save right there. A scramble in the crease. And somehow, you tell me how she managed to stop that shot.
Oh, Bevelheimer was covering the whole crease area with laying out. And we got Sharma with a shot. And Pickton picking up a rebound and trying to get it over top of her. She did not get a chance to raise it up very high, but that's how it goes. If you don't get the puck in the air, the goalie's going to stop it every time on the ice.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they managed to stop that, but somehow they did, and they got it. And they got extremely fortunate, that, especially if you're a U.S. fan, that somehow did not go in. So from the dock, goes all the way back to Sinna, goes after it. She picks it back up. Throws it from the right stick to the left stick and grabbed it. Now it goes loose. Tucina is still inside there. Atkins goes after her player. Now neither one can pick this one back up with Lalonde centering the puck back around. Ladley goes after it. Block. Waits. Again. Ma gives it back to Tucina. This was stolen by Atkins, who clears it all the way out to the neutral ice area, and chasing it back inside their own zone will be Buchanan. She takes it. Back on the goal line over on the far right side this time as she gets control and steals it. Now they wait for it. And they do the centering pass, but it goes over on the far side to Robitaille. And she steals this. Waits, Robitaille is pushed out of the puck against the boards. And it's down the ice. Looking at it, will we have an icing? No, we will not have an icing. Obviously, the referee felt that somebody could have called it. Nicole Kelly, the referee. Yul Hahn, the other referee. Two officials. I guess we call it, be politically correct today. It's two-person system in the game. Now it goes over, taking a huge shot, trying to grab it, unable to that time. Kirkpatrick picked it up for the U.S. And as Kirkpatrick tried to clear it out, she finally got it back out to the neutral ice area, and chasing this back down will be Alana Ma. Ma goes inside. She picked this one back up. Ma gets to center ice area, slides it all the way back over to Tucina. She gets control of it. Tucina gives it inside to Lalonde. Lalonde back to Tucina. She goes, chases it. Tucina, block, stop, just dumps it back loose, and Ladley goes after it for the U.S., and Ladley gets all the way out to the neutral ice area. Waits. Ladley comes down, gets across the blue line. Well played. Ladley strides it straight forward to Atkins. Atkins goes against the boards. Atkins, Buchanan, the two of them bumped against the wall, and Atkins come up with the puck. They wait for it once again. Referees patiently watching them. It's still deep inside the corner.
Rachel Grucey.
Yeah, she was the first one in. Grucey was the first one in there after that one. Oh, they kept it onside. I was surprised. I didn't think she was going to be able to reach that one. That was Kirkpatrick that reached it and kept it onside. Puck is back behind Team Canada's net. Trying to come out, but I think it's either caught up on the net and a couple players collided. So the referee, this is Nicole Kelly. She goes in and talks to a couple players. And we have a wholesale line change for both teams with 9:55 left, period number 2.
Yeah, both players going around the net. Collided and knocking the post off its staying area. We'll have a face-off. I believe that it was a Canadian player that pushed the net off, so we'll keep it inside the zone. All players have done their line change now. The Pickton and Sharma and out for Canada again.
Yeah, I think Pickton's going to be taking the draw against DeClaudio. Kelsey DeClaudio, and Pickton took the draw, pulled it back in the corner that time, and Spong had control for a second, shot it over on the far side. The U.S. trying to jam it and get it in. That was stopped in front, shot just wide of the net, and Arnold reached out for it, but it was a little bit out of her reach, probably by about 3 feet. Now Pickton gets it to the blue line area. Canada continues to pick up speed. Sharma comes back down. Sharma threw it forward, but Eberhard took her off of the puck. And Faherty was the one that was fighting for it, but it's dumped inside with Canada retreating inside behind their own goal line, and Gore going after this one. Gore picks it back up. About 9:20 remaining, period number 2. Gore waits, trying to grab it. Back around, out to Sharma. Sharma clears it to center. Pickton couldn't get control of it. Sharma collided with Eberhard, but is dumped back inside their own zone, and behind the net will be Gore as Gore grabs this one. Waiting for it. Gore chases it back around. And behind Canada's net will be Spong, Mackenzie Spong. She's from London, Ontario, studying kinesiology at the University of Western Ontario. Now they go back, straight down the ice. Back inside again. Sharma comes down. Sharma goes inside. Adam goes inside. Picton's in there as well. Right on goal. Big stop. Picton digs that. The puck is loose. Who's got it? Nobody's got it. Picton continues. Scramble, the young goaltender. Wow, what a play. And Picton was not going to give up on that play at all.
No, she was hit. She slid into the goalie, Bevelheimer, and they're a little chatting back and forth here. Picton was picking the puck out from underneath her legs and trying to scoot it up over top of her, and Bevelheimer was having none of that at this time.
So the referee was having a bit of a discussion. What would he be talking? What would the referee be telling the players right now? Because you obviously been in this position before.
Well, the goalie's out of the crease, and most players want to have a little fun with them if they can. We're not supposed to hit the goalies. We're not supposed to do that at all, but every once in a while you try to take them out a little bit and let them know you're still in the game. You probably told them just to back off a bit.
Very likely. So they're waiting right now.
Pad adjustment for Bevelheimer.
I think she had a quick adjustment on her pad for Bevelheimer, the referee. Nicole Kelly waits, looks. Bevelheimer gets herself all ready, puts the blade of her stick down to block it in case it happened to just go in her way. And the U.S. go against the wall with Ma picking it back up. Ma gets pushed out of the puck. She was collided. Ma, she calls Edmonton, Alberta home when she's not playing at the Richmond Oval. Dieterlein comes back down waiting for it as they cross the line. Again, good play to get it back inside, and they throw it back in the corner over on the right side this time. And the first one going after the puck easily was Wengie. Wengie picks it up. Wengie clears it to the blue line. Now it goes back, and they go behind the net after this one. Buchanan goes after it. Buchanan tags it up with Grussi. She goes after it. Now they just get it back to the blue line, but she turns and keeps it onside. Good long reach to keep that one onside. High shot upstairs, and Arnold holds on that one. I am surprised Arnold stopped, but nonetheless she stopped it. Nice play.
Yes, Grussi put a nice flick shot up into the netting area with Arnold making the save. The higher shots, if they're not super hard or very fast, their goalies can pick them off pretty good now. Used to be the high shots were going in on everybody as the goalies were playing lower positions. Now they all play a higher position.
So from the draw, waits, the U.S. take control of it, but they pushed it straight forward. Little Lalonde going after it. It goes inside the corner. The Claudio goes after this one. She tried to pick this one up, waiting for it. Against the wall as they just bump this one back inside with Ma intercepting this one. And she'll retreat. And the puck goes over on the far right side. Ma tried to pick this one back up, but Lalonde had it. And now Ma intercepts this one and gets all the way out to the neutral zone. Ma comes down, pushes it straight forward. She is stretching, gets across the blue line. She goes inside. Racine is with her. Ma slides it back in the middle part of the ice to Buchanan, taking a huge shot, missed the outside left post. What a chance for Canada on the play right there. The U.S. at the blue line, right below our broadcast location. They're all fighting for it. Eberhard had control. She threw it forward to Mitchell, and Mitchell gives it straight forward again to the Claudio. The Claudio inside the line. She fights for it. The Claudio cutting for the front part of the net. Waits, she misplayed this one. Puck is loose. It goes on goal. And it's a scramble. Referee is watching it, trying to see who's going to pick it up. And finally, Canada will pick this one back up and dump it all the way down the ice with icing indicated. And I think Canada's going off on a line change. And we have an icing call. So Canada, as the puck was dumped down, they're going off a line change. 6:33 remaining, period number 2. What end-to-end action out here.
Yeah, it's been absolutely exciting right now. We got a fair amount of hitting going on and a lot of open space plays.
Isn't that what you call incidental contact?
Yeah, there's been a few of those. I think Canada got away with a little bit of an interference on the last play. There's
Just a bit.
A little bit of a pick going on, but that's okay.
The referee said just shake hands and smile, and nothing ventured. So from the draw, went back to the blue line. Kirkpatrick had control, took a shot. Arnold stopped it and holds onto it, and then she give it up. Not sure how it come out, but somehow it was misplayed and went back behind the net. Waiting for it. U.S. circle the net. After it, chasing it back around was Tucina, but it goes to Arnold, and Arnold held on that one again. We should make mention Tracy Arnold comes from Saskatoon. She's married. She has a 2-year-old son. She was the first national team player from Saskatchewan, male or female, also the national and world arm wrestling champion.
She's a very strong woman.
So I want to see you have an arm wrestling match with her after the game.
Yeah, I doubt that.
From the draw, it goes over in the right side corner. Gussie comes in. She tries to grab this one, but Arnold boots that one inside the corner. Good save by Arnold, and it'll be picked up by Spong. Fong clears it against the boards, unable to get it out of the zone that time. And the first one after the puck as Canada works their way back down. This Tucina. Tucina goes back down. She's across the line. Kirkpatrick stays with her. Tucina continues to press inside. Puck's loose, but it's against the boards. Gussel comes inside as well. You've got 4 players against the boards, and they're still trying to get it loose, waiting for it. Never managed to that time, but they're still fighting for it. You've got to give them a lot of credit. We're talking about Trisina. This is actually her 4th season with the national team. Inside the blue line area. Over the line this time. Ladley goes in for the U.S., but it's stolen, and they go back the other way, and Gore comes back down. Gore picks up some speed, cutting back to the middle. Trisina comes inside, cuts back to the right. She's pushed off the puck easily by Gussie. Now they go back again, taking a huge shot. Save. She deflected it inside the corner. Lillehammer got a piece of that one. Not much, but enough to deflect it wide over in the corner on the far side. Now it goes back. Just below our broadcast location over on the right side, the north side of the arena here. Intercepting this one, Sharma has control. Sharma comes back down again. Sharma manages to go after it and trying to pick this one back up. Sharma, nicknamed Nana is her nickname. That's what they tell me. Now it goes back out in the neutral ice area. Grabbed it. Gussie comes back down. She goes over, gets around, but Gore takes the puck off of her and gets it out to the neutral ice area with a little bit of a bump off of the puck on that play. Now they lob it back in from the blue line. Kirkpatrick threw it in right on goal. Arnold stopped it and leaves it for Gore. Gore, instead of turning and going behind the net, she goes back in the right side corner. Delayed offside was nullified, and they go back and giving it all the way back down to Picton, who crosses the line on the left side. Picton goes inside. Kirkpatrick is with her. Centering pass, back around again. Picton goes in, picks it up. Centering shot. Kirkpatrick fights for it. Also coming in to chase this one back down was Adam, and it was out of her reach, so she couldn't grab it. Icing is waved off by both officials on the ice today, but as it goes back down and crosses the line, Buchanan picks this one back up. Buchanan takes it behind her own net, trying to clear this one out, and Faherty stays with her. She was covering her, not going to give her much to shoot at and get out of the zone. Now it goes behind the net again. That's Picton that has it. As Picton gets it, again, misplayed it. A couple players collided inside the corner. We've got about 3.5 minutes remaining in period number 2. Inside, waits. Faherty comes inside. She had a chance. Shot blocked. Unable to get control, but that was Mitchell, the captain for the Team U.S., and it's dumped all the way down by Canada inside the blue line for the U.S. Hill goes after it. Hill stops, turns. The first one after her was Sharma. And it clears back down with Buchanan going inside her own blue line to pick this one up, probably by about 20 feet. Buchanan had it, threw it out to the blue line area, and it's in front of the penalty box area. A couple players collided. That was Lalonde, I think, that got the worst of that one. Picton was unable to get control, but it's still inside the blue line once again. And Claudio dumps it out to the neutral ice area, and Faherty going after it. Back to the neutral zone at center. Faherty, again, gets control. She turns, has to regroup, reorganize the rest of the team, and finally dumped it inside the corner with Buchanan going after it for Canada. Buchanan leaves it for Robitaille. Robitaille, she turns. It just goes from the right side corner to the left side corner. The first one after this was Adam. Adams waiting for it. She's not here. She calls Shikutami home. Right through the goal crease. Goes over on the far side again, and inside the corner will be Hill. Hill just dumped it in, pinched in from the hash marks to get control. Now it goes back again with Canada, working all the way out of their own zone. Nice play to get it back down. Gore, look out of her reach, but the first one after the puck this time is Lalonde. Puck back to center. Adam couldn't get it. Lalonde, Mitchell, the two of them bumped inside the blue line. Lalonde retreats. Mitchell was slow to come back, but it's dumped high and wide over the net in the right side corner, and Eberhard was the first one that was going after it. U.S. continuing to press. They take it back behind the net. Buchanan's in there, not going to give her anything. Staying with her. Lalonde is in there. Lalonde was calling for it, but they have to turn and regroup and reorganize. And the U.S. come off of the wall with it. Takes a high shot. Oh, I believe Arnold got a piece of that with her stick and deflected it in the corner on that one, Dwayne.
Yes, Mitchell getting a shot right up to the top of the crossbar there, and Arnold being able to block it, knock it away into the other side.
Yeah, good smart play. I had to let you say something because everybody was wondering where you went. I'm getting all these text messages. Where did Dwayne go to? He's still here. Don't worry. I'm not going to let him go yet. Collided in front of the net. Now they go after this one over on the far side with Eberhard pinching in from the blue line. The other one coming in is Adams. And we have 1 minute remaining in period number 2 right now. U.S. pressing. Canada's had lots of chances right now, and they're continuing to get chances, just unable to capitalize on some of the shots that they're going towards the goal. Now it goes over, far side this time as they picked it up. That's Faherty. She throws it inside, trying to get it through to Claudio. Was just narrowly out of her reach, and Claudio goes back after in the right side corner, picking this one back up with the lawn, taking her off of the puck. And it goes on the outside of the post. Unable to get control was Arnold. Arnold looks, she turns and looks behind her own net. She wasn't sure where it was. Shot just missed the outside left post. What a chance on that play, Dwayne.
Yeah, again, Mitchell taking another shot at the net.
Mitchell's had a couple of different chances.
Yeah, this last one just missed by about a foot.
Narrowly missed, and those are the ones you just don't want to put your stick out in case it hits your stick and deflects inside. So as they wait, Canada throws it over to the blue line, trying to keep it onside is Eberhardt, and somehow she does. She kept it onside with Adam chasing her down. And the buzzer goes to end period number 2 with Canada still trailing by a 1-0 score after 2 periods of play. And they are trailing also in the shots by a 14-8 margin. But what an interesting period of play for both teams, Dwayne.
Yeah, the Canadian team have been stuck in their zone the last 3 minutes with the U.S. trying to make attempts at shots on goal. Luckily, in all that playing, they only had 1 or 2 decent shots and decent chances. Just not able to get the clear, not able to get outside. And when they are getting outside, they're only getting blocked up at the blue line again and being forced right back inside. So they have last 4 minutes or so, they haven't really cleared the ice and been down to the American end at all.
So you're watching this right now. The Zambonis coming back out, and they will have an ice clean. So we're going to take a bit of a timeout and come back for the call for period number 3 right after this timeout. Hi everybody, welcome back to Richmond's Olympic Oval. Steve Erickson, Dwayne Evans, our pleasure in the call for today's game as the teams make their way back out onto the ice to start period number 3. And after 2 periods of play, the U.S. leading by a narrow score of 1-0, but they're leading also in the shots, as we've been saying all game, 14-8, Dwayne.
Yeah, they've dominated the shots in both games so far, doubling the shots in the first game. And it looks like they're pushing for a doubling of the shots again in this game. Canada needs to make a push in this period, and I think they're going to have to be a little bit more physical and get the puck out of their own zone a little bit more. They're being hemmed in by the U.S. right now. I think the U.S.'s bench is shortened up a little bit, playing a few of the stronger players this afternoon to try and push the Canadians back. So we'll have Pickin and DeGarlio again to start off this period. We'll see where we go.
We will, and the fans have come to life behind us here. They're cheering for Canada, getting pretty boisterous right now. And as we go to center ice, Picton is set for the draw for Canada. And her counterpart of that was DeClaudio for the U.S. And DeClaudio got control, threw it back to her D position, but DeClaudio somehow gets it back, and now it goes across the blue line. And she threw it inside the corner with Adam all over her. Mitchell comes inside. Gore has control behind her own net. Gore is there. Looks, gives it against the boards all the way over to Picton. Picton grabs it. Back around again to Sharma, and Sharma throws it out of her own zone with Picton coming break down. Picton breaking in over on the left side. Picton goes inside. Centering pass back around. Taking a huge shot. Save. What a stop. Picton goes after the rebound. Couldn't get control. Also chasing it back in was Adam after the rebound. Neither one could pick that one back up. But what a chance and a half they had right there on that one, Dwayne.
Yes, very beautiful cross-ice pass from Picton to Gore. Gore not able to slide it in underneath Bevelheimer there. She's making herself a beautiful save as she slid across.
But what good speed going in from the far side as Picton just exploded from the blue line, cutting inside.
That's what I said at the beginning of the period. They're going to need to get a lot of rushes, a lot of speed and some penetration. And Bevelheimer, she's up to the task right now. They'll have to get one behind her to push this game up.
Well, she's the one that's playing really strong, and of course, if Canada, was lucky enough to get one, it's going to have to slide behind her really, really well and really quick. So from the draw, goes in the corner over on the right side. Kirkpatrick picks it up for the U.S., and she gets it all the way out to her own blue line. Kirkpatrick goes across the line back at center. Trucena stayed with her, and they chase this one back around with Ma going all the way out to center. Trucena gets bumped off the puck. That was a bit of a collision and a half right there. Across the blue line, Lalonde comes inside. Lalonde couldn't get control. Kirkpatrick goes after this one. They clear it all the way out to the neutral ice area, and this is going inside the zone. A couple players down on the ice. Wenji, one of them. And I'm just trying to look at her counterpart, and that one was Ladley, but the two of them continue to get back up, get down the ice after the puck with Canada inside their corner. Ma, she has control. Ma looks, centering pass, back out the center to Trucena. She gets out the center ice area, cuts back to the middle. Great move. She gets around Kirkpatrick. Trucena comes inside. Trucena goes in, bumped off the puck, goes right on goal. Bevelheimer holds on that one, but what a quick start for Canada, and that's the start they needed, Dwayne.
Yeah, it's a little bit better push. Raphael Tuzano just getting in there right now with a shot off balance. And again, Bevelheimer making the big save.
As they get control, they will wait inside the corner, and the first one coming in for the face-off from the U.S. will be DeClaudio. DeClaudio is going to be facing off against Christina Picton, Canada's captain. Picton had it, was underneath her sled. Now it goes back around, all the way over. Mackenzie Sprong had it, waits. Now they fight for it. Adam comes inside. She gets it, throws it in the corner with the right-handed swing on that one right there. And as she dumped it inside, Sprong goes after it. Picton's in the corner. Picton bumps in the corner with Eberhardt. Great forechecking by Canada. Now they go back the other way, and Adam had it at the blue line. misplayed it. Now they stopped it and turned it. Wow, what a stop right there by Sharma. But it goes back the other way, across the blue line. Over on the far right side with Sharma going after it. Sharma picks it up. Spong is in there as well. DeClaudio takes it behind the net. DeClaudio unable to get control of it. They cleared it back to the blue line area by Hill, and Hill couldn't keep it onside. Now they go back the other way. There's a stick on the ice. Not sure whose it is, but we have a holding penalty. I believe it's a holding penalty. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, U.S. player lost her stick, and as a Canadian player was trying to get around her, she grabbed her and let her go. That's Eberhardt's going to be going off.
Calling for the hold. 2-minute minor penalty, so
it'll be
she's
Eberhardt for holding.
I think she took her time. I think she wanted a second opinion on that one. She was going to phone a friend.
I don't think she was realizing that she actually got the penalty.
Well, she looked over here, and Dwayne just pointed to the penalty box. That's why she went in real quick.
Yeah, that's it.
So from the draw, it goes back to the blue line. Picton gets a shot. It rolls wide of the net. Trusina is the first one inside the corner. She challenged after with Ma pinching back inside. Now it's thrown all the way down the ice, and the U.S. killing a minor penalty with 12 minutes remaining in period number 3. Picton takes it behind her own net. Agility is the name of the word for her. Boy, is she ever an agile young player. Far side is Trusina. Comes back down. She goes against the boards. Picton gets collided with. Ladley and Picton, the two of them had a big, huge collision right there. Now they go back, turning. Back, close to the center line. Ma steals it. She comes across the line, careful to stay onside. Ma slides it through over to Sharma. Sharma comes in. Shot saved by Billieheimer. Waits. Again, great forechecking by Canada. If they're going to get one, this is the time they need one right now, Dwayne, to pick one up and get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, Picton just pass to the defensive area and cross the ice. Yeah, they need to get in and get a good shot or two. And
they're getting chances. So Gore intercepts this one. Gore leaves it from Ma. Ma waits, dumps it straight forward, but it goes across the line. Delayed offside was nullified, and Picton will pick the puck up. Canada's captain gives it back over to Sharma. Sharma comes inside. Over on the right side is Trusina. Trusina challenges, goes to the front part of the net. Now Trusina will go in the corner, and Ladley will chase her back down. Ladley bumped. Faherty goes after the puck. She tried to clear it out. Picton keeps it onside. 25 seconds remaining in the minor penalty. Picton slides it right on goal. Huge stop. Billieheimer holds onto it. Puck bounces loose. Now the referee blows the whistle. And as the whistle goes, Billieheimer gives Ma a little bit of a push, saying, "Get out of my crease. Thank you very much, Sunshine. I don't want you here."
Yes, he'll do that. Protect her gloves and protect her area. Ma was inside the crease. She didn't like it. Push her away.
So the minor penalty was for Eberhardt, and it was for interference at 12:10 of the period. So they'll call themselves in for the draw in a case like this, and they're waiting for it. We talked about the play for Buchanan. This is her 6th season with the national team, and she won the national championship in wheelchair basketball with the University of Alabama, and the University of Arizona. Mother of a 2-year-old son named Dash. From the draw, they wait for it, they hold on to it, and the U.S. work out of their own zone. Good play. DeClaudio comes back down. As DeClaudio goes back down, Faherty is with her. DeClaudio takes a shot and gets it over top of Arnold to put the U.S. up by a 2-0 score with 1 second left in the minor penalty, so that will be considered a shorthanded goal.
Yes, as she came down the side boards, Buchanan was stuck between two players and chose to take the player without the puck, leaving the goalie to follow the puck and hopefully take the save. Arnold diving forward, and the shot then going over top of her, unable to make the connection.
Yeah, she put it upstairs, and it was a good play right there, but as you made mention, Canada just unable to get themselves free for that play right there. So the U.S. on a line change. Trying to figure out, they're waiting. They've only got 3 forwards out. Now they got 2 defensemen coming out. It was like the sneaky play right there. Where are they?
It's like football, not having the right amount of players.
That's right. Somebody throw a flag on the ice out there. They go back. I can't tell the refs that. They might do it. Ma holds on to it. Ma picks it up. As she works it all the way out the center, she pushes herself straight forward. Ma goes back down, cut to the left. Ma holding on to it with the left side stick, trying to get the shot away. And it goes over in the corner with the U.S. stealing it and lobbing it all the way out to the center ice area. Was Grussy chasing it back down for the U.S. Gussie comes back down. Buchanan stays with her. She's pushed off of the puck, feeds this one back over to Atkins. Atkins in front, takes a high shot over top of the net. Narrowly missing the top part of the net by about 2 inches. Boy, that was close. And don't ask me what that is in meters or metric, because I'm not familiar with that. I'm old school. I'm inches and feet. And people at home are going, yeah, we know that. Back to the blue line. Kirkpatrick keeps it onside. Takes a shot. That was blocked. Well played in front. And that was blocked by Spong, who throws it straight forward. And the first one chasing this one back down will be Sharp. Sharp goes after it. She had it inside the blue line, but Canada's off on a line change. Couple off, couple on, and the first one coming back out will be Gore. Gore takes it back behind her own net. As she held onto it. Turning. Trusinna, she gets it, tried to clear it out. She got it out to Pickton at center ice, and Pickton turns and circles, gives it straight forward that time, trying to get it back out to Sharma. Narrowly missing Sharma at center, but Pickton just gets over center and throws it inside the zone. It'll go over in the left side corner this time with Atkins chasing this one back down. Coming in to run a pick was Gussie. Not going to give up anything on that play right there, but Sharma continues to press inside. She gets it to the hash marks. Sharma off of the boards, going in, takes a low shot, a rebound in front, try to jam this one in, but it was misplayed. And now the U.S. will pick this one back up and steal it as Gussie gets it all the way out to center. And the first one chasing this one back up will be Ladley. Ladley going inside the blue line by about 30 feet with Buchanan, ended up getting control of it. Buchanan comes down, far side, well played. Now they get it out to the neutral ice area. And it bounces all the way back down with Gussie going after it. We were just told the goal was an unassisted marker by the Claudio at 10:19 of the period. Shot, save, rebound, scramble. It's in front. They couldn't bury this one in. But what a chance for Canada. They're getting their chances. Dwayne, they just need to finish it off.
Yeah, Pickton just not able to get it in through off of her, and Bevelheimer making a save again and clearing it.
Well, you could tell the U.S. wanted this victory right from the start when they come out of the gate today. They were not going to give that one up again. Throwing it back inside. Going after this one will be Sharma. Sharma dumped it inside the corner. Sharma bumps with Bedencourt. I think that's Bedencourt's first shift of the game that we've seen her out there. Haven't seen her out until this shift now. Waits. Fans come to life. Pickton dumps it back inside. Delayed offside is now nullified. Team's tagged it up. Pickton's off on a line change. Coming out in her replace will be Lalonde. Lalonde couldn't get control. She'll turn. Also going off on the change is Sharma. As Sharma goes off to Sinna, she comes on in her place. Now they go back. They dump this one inside. Boy, there was a 360 complete spinorama right there. Gore gets back up. Atkins gets up too.
Yeah, our double A amps, when we get hit, we can be turned around pretty quick.
Continuing to press inside, waiting for it. Pushed off of the puck on the far side was DeClaudio, but DeClaudio gets herself back up. You can see how they crawl after it. You were talking earlier on, that was the Army crawl that a lot of players allude to. Now they come out of the corner with it, waiting for it. Mitchell goes inside, takes a shot, and Mitchell scores! The U.S. get another one on the board and jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Faraday coming back in from outside of the circle, come across the end, slid it right in underneath Arnold. A little bit of a weak one there, I think.
Wow, the fans come to life, Dwayne.
I'm sure Tracy would like to see that one and have it back again.
I think we do.
Like
We have a
timeout, yes.
We do. We had a timeout called for Canada. Now, we talked earlier on about the shots, and all for the first and second period. You and I were talking about the shots, how Canada has to get more. That was a 16th shot for the U.S., and Canada has 50, and so they are getting the shots is what we've been talking about all game. Now, right now, I'll put you on the spot. You're the coach. What are you going to tell the team right now, because you're trailing by 3 and you've got about 6.5 minutes left?
Well, first things first, you can't win if you don't score one. And the first thing they're going to have to do is press like crazy and get themselves in and score a single goal. Once that happens, if they can, that'll get a bit more morale going on the bench and on the ice. We'll get some more happening from there. And then, like I said, you have to get the first one.
Well, get the first one, get a little bit of momentum going. You can see Team Canada, they're all on the ice talking to the coaching staff. Of course, the coaching staff giving them big words of illustrious wisdom over on the far side.
Yeah, Tara's the coach there. She's been with them for a few years now. She'll get them something designed up to play.
Tara Chisholm, the head coach. She's from Medicine Hat, Alberta. And we know it happens, but a lot of people are unfamiliar. They've got a strength and conditioning coach as well, and that's young Miss Pickton.
Yes, I believe it's Mama Christie's. Yeah, she's Christy's mom. Another interesting thing, I believe, Christy also designed the shirts for the team.
Well, that's impressive to know. See, you've got to be multi-talented, multitasking in today's world. So from the draw, Ma throws it all the way down. And as it goes in the corner, coming inside, the first one in there after that one was Gore. So the goal was scored by number 8, Mitchell, with the assist going to DeClaudio as well as number 6, Faherty, at 6:29, the time of that goal. So thanks to my buddy Bruce over in the penalty box for sending me all these text messages about this goal scores and any information we might need. So the U.S. pick it up. They tried to make the back pass with the glove, but it was going forward, and Faherty continues to go inside. She dumps it in, and it takes a funny hop off of the board. So wise move for Arnold to hold on this one so she doesn't have any problems. So that was a good agile move for her to do.
If Faherty's having a strong game, her and Kirkpatrick Hill, they all seem to be pushing as hard as they can.
So despite the fact, that we've got multi-talented players out there and everybody is a star in my estimation, I'm going to give you the task that you can pick a game star for each team. And it can't be you, just so you know.
Well, that's wonderful.
Dwayne can be the star. You can be my game star. So we're waiting, and from the draw, we'll let everybody know who the game star will be after the game and not until. Quimby comes inside. I think this is also her first or second shift in the game. Haven't seen her much out there at all, but she's probably been around because I'm not the best at watching people out there. So far side, going after it will be Buchanan. Buchanan couldn't get it. It was off of the back boards behind the net, with Spong being the first one in there. Mackenzie Spong, she goes after it. So she started playing at the age of 7, playing sledge hockey. Now they go back, a bit of a bump against the boards. Lalonde had it, now they just throw it. Bit of a glove pass there, now couldn't keep it onside, misplayed, and Atkins was unable to get control of it, but Bittencourt picks it back up. Bittencourt throws it back, waits, pushed off the puck, goes just inside. Trusina picks it up for Team Canada and throws it inside the blue line. First one after it was Ladley for the U.S. Ladley goes in there. Trusina pinches in. Over on the far left side will be Racine. Racine's hammered against the boards by Ladley. The two of them collide. Ladley is in there. Also coming in to help out is Grussi. Grussi was there as well. They're all waiting. There's 4 against the boards. Now they wait. They come out of the corner with it. Takes a huge high shot, missing the top corner. But that would have been the one that they needed right there with just over 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Buchanan comes in from the blue line, centering. Waits. It's still inside the corner. Spong is in there. Also in there to help her out is Gussie for the U.S. 1 from each team. They want to make sure they know what they're doing. So Picton's on the ice on a line change, and going off the ice will be Racine. Fresh legs coming onto the ice. At the line, they hold on to it. Gussie, she held on to it. Pushing against the boards. Also against the boards, Waits was Lalonde. Lalonde gives it back to Buchanan. Now it goes behind the net. Picton's in front of the net. She was unable to get it, but she's going to be the first one at it. Going after it. Waits, stops, turns, pulled it towards the sled and gets the shot away. She put her stick down flat on the ice and pulled it towards her own sled to get the good maintained control of it, which was a good smart move. Picton lost her stick. She has control of it. She's bumped off the puck. Covers the puck up to get it loose and then throws it back inside. Good move. Still inside. Trusina, she comes in. She's in the corner, trying to center it back out to Lalonde. Lalonde's in front, taking a huge shot, and they score! Canada gets one on the board, and they put out one on the board to get one with 3:12 remaining. They break the goose egg and make it 3-1 game on their 16th shot of the game.
Well, Chrissy Picton being able to lose her stick on the boards and keep control of it for about 10 seconds, and then forcing the puck across the line, and Raphael Tuzano taking the puck down the long side boards, coming across this face-off circle and roofing one right over top of Bevelheimer's glove right into the top-hand corner. Beautiful goal. We're back in. We've got 3 minutes left. See if we can get a second goal here for Team Canada.
Well, one more would change the name of the game right now, and boy, would that ever be an electric finish. Canada took the game yesterday. And it's over in the far right side this time as it goes against the boards. Waiting for it. They pinch in. So you've got the goal scorer for us and the assist?
Yep, exactly who it is Raphael Tuzano and assisted by Christy Picking.
At 3:12. They wait for it. It's against the boards with Pickton continuing to go after this one. Waiting for it. Pickton pinches back in. Gore has control. She threw it towards the net, but it goes over on the left side boards. Can they keep it onside? No. Unable to. That blue line. Somebody's got to measure the width of that blue line. They should painted it wrong, maybe. Now they go across the line. Coming back inside again, the captain, Erica Mitchell for the U.S. Going inside. The net's empty, taking a shot off of the post. Oh, she'll see that in her sleep tonight. It was off of the post, and she couldn't put it in that big gaping hole. Fairdy goes after it. Waits, I've got the linesman's arm up, or referee. I'm not sure what it is. It's either a penalty or an offside, one or the other. We have a penalty coming up, and what a chance for Canada. Now they come together in the corner. They're having a great discussion. The officials have to move in. Nicole Kelly and Yule Hahn, the two of them move in. So they sort all this fracas out, as my mother would say. And they finally get it sorted out, and Canada will have a power play with 2 minutes remaining in period number 3.
Yes, U.S. Number 31, Hill, has got herself an interference penalty along the boards as Canada was coming down trying to get into the zone.
So the U.S. called a timeout now.
And the U.S. has just called their 30-second timeout.
30 seconds, as we mentioned yesterday, 30 seconds is not long enough.
No, it's not, and it usually ends up being about a minute anyways. Most of the coaches are pretty good at being able to extend the break, as they say.
You know, it's funny, when I ref hockey and somebody says they want a timeout, I take my time telling the timekeeper.
Yes.
I give them that extra little bit of free time.
We always did that. So we have 2-minute penalty and a 2 minutes and 1 second left in the period.
So pressure is on who? Canada or the U.S. right now?
Pressure's all on Canada. They need to get a goal, and they need to get it within the 30 seconds of this power play to create the option and the opportunity to finish up and possibly tie the game.
So
but they definitely need to get this one within about 30 seconds or so.
They need this a real quick one. So the face-off will be in the U.S. zone. Good move by the referee, Yule Hahn. He skated down to the empty net for Canada, made sure it was in its proper position so it wasn't off by a couple of inches, which we've seen happen in the past. So they'll line themselves up for the draw. Pressure is on Canada, as well as the States have to play strong defensively inside their own zone. Canada on the power play. 2 minutes remaining. 2:01 in the third period. So they'll come back again. Inside. Taking the draw was Ma. She pulled it all the way back to the blue line this time. Gives it back to Adam. She takes a shot through traffic in front. Rebound. Pickton goes after it. A scramble. Pickton continues to press inside. Milleheimer, she couldn't get control. It was out of her reach. She scrambles. She stretches to go after it. And it goes against the boards and it bounces all the way back out to the neutral ice area with Ma, the first one inside her blue line, turning after it. Ma turns, centers it back out to Pickton. Pickton goes down on the left side, dumps this one back in, and Canada is pressing. They are getting lots of chances. It's still inside the corner. Pickton bumps inside the corner with Eberhardt. Collision course. Eberhardt, Pickton, they're still inside the corner, as is DeClaudio. DeClaudio, who's going to get it loose? Neither one right now, and they're still fighting for it. It's still against the board. DeClaudio trying to grab it. Out to the blue line. Far left side. Adam keeps it onside the blue line, giving it back in to Sanaa. She had it for a second, now goes back out to center with the States, picking this one back up, and Faherty gets it. She takes a huge high shot, missed the net, and we are in the last minute of play right now in period number 3. Canada grabs it. Sharma throws it straight forward. Icing is waved off. It was a deflection. Good call, Dwayne. I saw you even give the signal on that one. You listened well from years back.
It's been a long time.
You can still ref. The other way, holding on to it. Waits now. They take a high shot over top of the net, and that was Faherty that had it, but she cleared it to the blue line over on the far side. Unable to keep it onside was DeClaudio. And it goes back inside the Canada zone. First one after it was Sharma. Sharma bumps against the boards with Mitchell. Mitchell picks this one back up. They clear it. Out to the blue line. Canada throwing some extra pressure right now. They are getting up and over center. Tusena comes back down. Bumped off the puck going after this one. Pickton goes inside the corner with it. As they fight for it, they're all pushing after it. DeClaudio picks it up for the U.S. Pickton's inside the corner. As Pickton grabs it, gives a back pass. The buzzer goes.
to end 3 periods in the game, and Canada comes out on the losing end of the game by a 3-1 margin. And despite the fact that they dropped the game, no real losers. They're all winners in our hearts out here right now. I was going to ask you a real quick question. Has there ever been some consideration, this is going from the one extreme to the other, has there ever been a consideration or thought process going for having referees in sleds?
No, it's unable to. It's not a.
Could
it's
not
just
happen?
Not a good idea. We've tried it during some local little tiny get-togethers where we as players will go out and referee. The problem is we're too low to the ice. We'd have to have a face shield on, and having a whistle and that just it's too disruptive.
Well, it sounds funny, but for me to ask you that. But I was asked that last night when I went to the Vancouver Giants game against Calgary, and I had players ask. I had actually had a couple of media people ask me that if it was ever tried. They said you know to get players playing the game that understand it is good. So anyway, Canada dropped the game by a 3-1 margin. Exceptional game. They've got the shots ironically at 16-16. But who would you pick for your game stars for today's contest?
Well, I believe that Faraday had herself a really strong game for the U.S. And Rafael Tuzano with her goal and her play today, I would take the two of them as the stars for each team.
And, of course, they're all stars in our eyes because they all come out. They played exceptional. They had a solid contest. So, you know, you talk about Tuzano. I made mention earlier on that this is her 4th season on the National. She played for the Hockey Canada's national development team in 2018 and 19. A bronze medalist with Team Quebec at the 2019 Canadian Championships. And speaking of Paralympic sports, we should make mention that the Canada Special Olympics Games are being held up in Thunder Bay, Ontario this weekend.
Yes,
our BC athletes went up there to that one as well. So we wish all our athletes that are attending the Special Olympics Games all the best. And I know our BC Winter Games are being held right now up in Fort St. John. So congratulations to everyone, all the athletes, the coaches, the officials, and the volunteers as well. So it's nice to see the volunteers, you know, and of course I always tell everybody, and I've said this before to you, volunteers are what I call the unsung heroes. But when was the last time anybody ever went up and said thank you to a volunteer?
Yeah, it's definitely unsung because you don't ever see people going up and saying thank you to too many of them. It's a lot of people to put on an event like this one, or in, like you're saying, in Ontario or Quebec or anywhere else for any of these tournaments that they do put on. The Canada Games, the Winter Games, they're all funded and run by volunteers. It takes up on a special person to donate their time.
It does. I mean, you've got to have that special individual, the way they donate their time and dedicate their time, because there's a lot of it that takes place in putting this in. So there's Team Canada saluting the crowd again. Of course, we've got a good crowd behind us cheering on Team Canada today as well. And just for point of interest, I posted a story up on the game yesterday on my sportswave.ca website. It's up there, and it was quite the game today. I was really impressed with the way Canada come out with a quick jump, unable to capitalize on a quick early goal, and Canada come out dropping this one by a 3-1 margin. So we'll see. How do you think it's going to play out tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow will be what they call a rubber match. I believe, and I would think that this is probably going to happen on Team Canada's side as much as it happened on the U.S. side today. I think they'll shorten their benches up a little bit. Some of the players will play maybe a bit more on the double shifting, and I believe that that's what will happen tomorrow. Canada's going to not want to walk away with this without coming out with 2-1 in the series, and the U.S. is looking at the same thing. It's a rubber match.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an awful lot of fun. And for all our American listeners listening in and viewers that are watching this on Oval TV, we should congratulate you. Hard to believe. And I mean, for those that remember, 40 years ago, Miracle on Ice.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy, what an exceptional game. And, of course, that was filmed in the Vancouver area as well. And it was quite the game. And, of course, that people in the United States and around the world still talk about that movie, and it was interesting to say the least. It was fun. It was nice. So congratulations to all our U.S. viewers that are cheering for the U.S. to watch that one. So this was great. Final thoughts today, Gwen?
Well, as I said, this was the U.S. did exactly what they had to do. They came out strong as can be at the beginning of the game, pushed as hard as they could. Getting that first goal is what they needed, and right from there they just carried on. Team Canada was struggling to keep up. It's the hardest thing in any sport is to play from behind, and you do it. It's hard to keep up, and when you start getting down 1, 2, 3, nothing, the comebacks just become tougher and tougher.
It was an exceptionally well-played game. Final shots in today's game from lovely Richmond Olympic Oval in Richmond, British Columbia, where it is currently about 12 degrees Celsius on Canada West Coast. Canada dropped the game by a 3-1 margin, tied at 16 shots each for the team. So tomorrow will be the rubber match, and we will be on air 10:45 tomorrow morning, and that's West Coast time in Canada. So be sure to tune in and listen to the broadcast tomorrow. Hope everyone's enjoyed the call for today's game as well as yesterday's. If you want more, get a hold of the Olympic Oval and they will give you more information. Till next broadcast, on behalf of Dwayne Evans, I'm Steve Erickson. Thanks very much for tuning in and listening. Till next broadcast, if you don't play sport, at least be one.